These are your morning church notes. The Pilgrim Rest Grief Support Ministry will meet in person on Monday, April 6th at 11 a.m. in the Education Room, followed by our conference call that evening at 6 p.m. The evening's facilitator will be Alice Glover. To join the conversation, call the conference call line at 1-425-436-6317 and key in the access code 1749106#. And for more information, see Francis Baker or Alice Glover. The Daughters of Faith is inviting all ladies to a graceful afternoon with tea time honoring First Lady Sadie Ellis on Saturday, April 11th at 11 a.m. in the Pilgrim Rest Fellowship Hall. Our theme for the day is Grace Upon Grace, with scripture reference from John 1 verse 16. Our guest speaker will be First Lady Nikita Browder of the North Star Missionary Baptist Church. Ladies are asked to dress up in your vibrant spring colors and help celebrate First Lady Ellis with delicious food, fellowship, and sisterhood. To participate, you must reserve your seat at the coat check window after service, or you can see any member of the Daughters of Faith. Pilgrim Rest will hold a planning meeting for our upcoming 2026 annual church picnic on Monday, April 13th at 6 p.m. in the Sunday School Wing. All volunteers are welcome to attend. For more information, contact Barbara Barnes at 334-590-3903. Getting a competitive score on the ACT is one of the most important things a high school student can do to gain access to college scholarships. That's why Pilgrim Rest is excited to announce our 14th annual ACT Boot Camp on Saturday, April 18th at 8 a.m. in the Church Fellowship Hall. Parents and students will receive important information about the boot camp, including cost, which include the course book and lecture materials. Students will also be pre-tested on site immediately following the breakfast. The boot camp offers students valuable test-taking strategies and helps familiarize them with ACT competencies. Boot camp classes are limited, and participants must pre-register to attend the breakfast and the camp by calling the church office to receive the registration link. For more information, call the church office at 334-265-1807 or see ACT Bootcamp Administrator Carolyn Thomas. The Community Development Committee is seeking volunteers of all ages for the reboot of the nursing home ministry, which will now be also visiting veterans. Beginning Saturday, April 18th, volunteers will meet at 12:15 p.m. at the West Campus and continue to their destination. If you're interested in being a volunteer with the nursing home ministry, you can sign up in the coat check room each Sunday or call Ministry Director Ida Jones at 334-312-5657. April is National Financial Literacy Month, and the Pilgrim Rest Grief Support Ministry will sponsor the financial workshop Invest in Your Future on April 9th, immediately following worship service in the Fellowship Hall. Our guest speaker will be financial advisor Eric Chappelle and is geared toward teenagers, young adults, and their parents. Refreshments will be served. For more information, see Alice Glover. Did you know in the book of Acts, chapter 21, verses 37 through 39, the Apostle Paul, who was a Jew, was mistaken to be an Egyptian? Egypt was very multicultural in its time and was a hub for many ethnicities, including blacks. Paul wore Egyptian clothing, and his physical features were those of the black Egyptians. You can learn more about important figures in the Bible who were black in the Christian Leadership School's Black Heritage in the Bible series, every third Saturday of the month at 9 a.m. in the Pilgrim Rest Education Wing. The classes are taught by Dr. Herschel Mann, and you'll explore the Bible and historical texts to learn how African people are woven throughout the Bible. You can sign up in the coat check room to participate, and for more information, call Deacon Herschel Mann, Dean of the Christian Leadership School, at 334-303-2826, or the church office at 334-265-1807.
When I was a little girl, I loved getting gifts. I loved birthday presents, Christmas presents, and encouraged my parents to celebrate other holidays, including my half-birthday. I particularly liked Easter because it usually involved chocolate. I love chocolate. Way too much, but I do. One Easter when I was 8, my parents brought out an exquisite-looking gift. It was perfectly wrapped with shiny gold wrapping paper, neatly cut, folded, and taped. You couldn't even see the tape. And on top sat a red ribbon that was just waiting to be untied. I asked if it was for me. My daddy said it was, and that it was a very special gift. I was so excited to open it, I could barely stand it. When Easter morning arrived, I was bursting with excitement. I asked if I could finally open it, and well, they said I could. So I quickly took the present in my hands, untied the ribbon, ripped off the top, and looked inside the box. I stared in disbelief at what I saw before letting out a big old wail. That's right, I cried. Fortunately, my parents knew what I probably hoped it would be, and so they also handed me a bag of chocolates and a stuffed Easter bunny. And that's what I really wanted, the important stuff. I mean, what do I know? Who knew one day I would see that beautifully wrapped present for what it was? The greatest gift I've ever received. What's even better is this is a gift for you as much as it is for me. Hopefully you won't cry when you open it, because you see, the greatest gift you've ever received